Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I want to say it's good to see the gentlewoman from Utah in the chair. I yield myself such time as I may consume. I rise in strong opposition to H.J. Res. 6, another attempt by House Republicans to ensure workers and communities continue to breathe toxic air pollution. This harmful Republican resolution puts the profits of billionaire corporate polluters over the health and welfare of the American people, and it makes a mockery of Republican promises to make America healthy again. Now, I really believe that, Madam Chair, that this resolution is a distraction. I listened to the President's speech last night, and it's clear to me that neither he nor the Republicans in the House have found a way to lower grocery prices. They haven't found a way to lower energy prices. They haven't found a way to fund the government. And now they're on the cusp of stripping millions of people of their health care. Also, they can shower these giant tax breaks on billionaires and big corporations. But using the Congressional Review Act hatchet to carve away critical protections from an agency that's already been decimated by DOJ's indiscriminate firing demonstrates how unserious Republicans are about keeping Americans safe from dangerous pollution. And another week of nonsense CRAs, in my opinion, shows how unserious House Republicans are about governing. Under the Clean Air Act, and I want to directly address what the gentleman said, under the Clean Air Act, the Environmental Protection Agency is required to reduce hazardous air pollutants from large industrial sources like rubber tire manufacturers to protect Americans across the country from harm. So they have to do this. They're obligated in the EPA to look at the things that might be hazardous under the Clean Air Act. And, to be clear, hazardous air pollutants are air toxics that are known or suspected to cause cancer and other serious health impacts like heart attacks, worsened asthma, reproductive and birth defects, as well as severe impacts on the environment. An EPA is obligated under the law to set pollution limits based on what is already being achieved at similar facilities using readily available technologies. So basically, under the Clean Air Act, EPA has to say what's harming the public, and is there a technology out there in this industry that's innovative and does not achieve that level of harm? So the bottom line is there are industries that are already retrofitting and meeting these standards. Otherwise, the EPA couldn't establish the standards. So it goes back to what I've had this discussion before with my colleague. They're good actors and they're bad actors. Good actors want innovation, want to retrofit their manufacturing companies to do the right thing and cause less pollution. And then, by repealing this, all the Republicans doing is basically helping the bad actors. In this case, mostly foreign manufacturers or foreign-based companies that just want to save money by not, eliminating this harm. So, I don't want to get into the specifics of what the rubber tire manufacturing rule addresses, but it is cost effective, it protects public health, it ensures the industry stays competitive, and it's long overdue. In fact, a court ruling required the EPA to finalize this rule to close the loophole that allowed rubber processing facilities to spew unlimited hazardous air pollution. Well, when fully implemented, the rule will cut these harmful emissions by 171 tons per year. That includes over 100 tons of toxic organic chemicals and over 60 tons of particulate matter that will be removed from the air of the workers and communities near the impacted facilities. But HRES 61 would throw all of these benefits away. This resolution would hamstring EPA's ability to fulfill its obligation to protect the health and welfare of Americans from air pollution. And unfortunately, for everyone with lungs, Republicans can't leave common sense environmental protections in place. As the House Republicans move to strip health care from millions of Americans to fund tax breaks for billionaires and big corporations, they also want to make people sicker by rolling back regulations meant to keep people from cancer-causing air pollutions. I mean, it's outrageous. I don't know what else to say. Contrary to what my colleagues on the other side claim, EPA's rule was developed in close consultation with industry, using industry data. It also proposes emission reductions technology that the best performers in the industry are already using. Overall, it's estimated to cost less than a fraction of 1% of companies' annual revenue, and facilities have years to comply. So this should be a no-brainer, a win-win scenario of reducing cancer-causing emissions and promoting innovative technologies to modernize industry and provide regulatory certainty. So I really don't understand why House Republicans are so fixated on trying to repeal and block the work of the EPA. But, Madam Speaker, for the health of workers and the surrounding communities, and for the sake of clean air, I urge all of my colleagues to vote no on this resolution that puts the whims of billionaires and corporate polluters before the American people. And I reserve the balance of my time.